D-Gens, what's up, guys? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. What's going on? All right, let's dive right into it, guys. Listen, Wes was supposed to be here today, but he messaged me this morning, said they had weather issues. He's still on the road with his family, but he will be here tomorrow. So apologies on Wes's behalf for that, but look forward to that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. The poor guy can't control the weather. So, all right, let's get into the JASMY chart. First of all, guys, another fantastic daily close for me, guys. Up here, almost at 2 cents, pretty close. So yeah, now we're into another new candle. We're continuing our consolidation here, guys, between the 200-day and the 100-day. We're inching closer and closer every day. As you can see, I'm leaving the golden cross right here, guys, as it plays out. I've pre-programmed it here. So we're going to watch it play out on the 100-day and the 30-day SMA. And then it's boom, then it's liftoff, right? So we could lift off beforehand because a lot of times the golden cross, just like the death cross, tend to be lagging indicators. So we are about to have liftoff on JASMY, in my opinion, guys. What else do we got? Let's go over to Bitcoin. $90,958 right now, guys. Ping-ponging sideways again between this resistance level at 91,800 and the top of the trend line on the symmetrical triangle. We're ping-ponging there 3 days in a row. We've bounced off of it, closed above it, which is good. And yeah, we're starting our daily candle today green, guys. Listen, a strong possibility we could make another run here this evening at the $91,900 mark. Maybe break above it this time, because it has now been resistance for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row, guys. 6 days in a row, this has acted as resistance. The positive in it is that we're not getting rejected violently off of it. This first day we did, as you can see, but then we came back up. We're not getting rejected very violently anymore, which means we're wearing this down, okay? So if you were over on the Patreon, you would get these kind of lessons, guys. But when you have a resistance level and you continue to hit off of it for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row, eventually you smash through it, because what a resistance level is, okay, is it's a bunch of sell orders. It's like a sell wall, okay? So what happens is those sell orders fill automatically when it gets to that price, which drives the price. The sell action drives the price back down. That's why we get rejected off of those resistance levels, right? But when you bounce off of it 6 days in a row like we have here, those sell orders continue to fill. So that sell wall gets weaker and weaker and weaker every time you reject off of it, because more and more of the sell orders fill, which means that there will be less and less resistance. And eventually the buyers will overpower that sell wall and will smash through that resistance and then create a support level after we smash through it and close above it. That is ideally how it works, right? So if you want to learn that kind of stuff, guys, get over to the Patreon. The link is down below. You'll know all this kind of stuff, right? You'll learn all this kind of stuff. So this is very good that we've rejected off of here 6 days in a row now, guys. It means for me, in the next 2 or 3 days, we're gonna smash through here, okay? Possibly tonight, but we're gonna smash through here. And our next leg up for me is around that 94, 95K level. Yamaha, thank you so much for the super sticker, my friend. You're always supporting me. You're always supporting the channel. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's how that is how those resistance levels work. Okay. So, like I said, if you want to learn that stuff, guys, definitely, jump over to the Patreon and, hang on. Yeah, definitely jump over to the Patreon and you can learn all about that kind of stuff, guys. We absolutely love it. We absolutely love it. Okay. So, yeah, so here we go. Let's get into some more. What do we got? Yamaha ask, hey, would you look at Wild Goat Coin. Yeah, you know what? I will. I will. I will look at it. What's the ticker? Send me the ticker on that. 1 second. What? Yeah, send me the ticker on that, and I'll have a look at it. And let's see if I can find it just by typing it in, though. Wild Goat. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I got it. Yeah, it's up 859% today, man. Crazy run on it. Look at that. Just up and to the right. Fantastic, Yamaha. Did you get in on this? How early did you get in on this, man? That's crazy. It's over on Solana as well. I missed out on this one, man. That upsets me a little bit. Let's go to the live chart. You got in on this? Nice. Look at this. It's having a bit of a sell-off right now. Did you take profits? If you're up in profits right now on this, man, I would definitely take some profits off the table, brother. Yes, I would say definitely I would take some level of profits. Take some profits, man. I mean, it's coming down right now, and it'll probably run to the upside again. It's not done. But I mean, if you're up 800%, take some profits off the table, brother. Definitely do yourself a favor. Nobody ever went broke taking profits, man. So yes, I absolutely love that one. Good for you, man. Congratulations on that, brother. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so yeah, back over to Bitcoin here, guys. So yeah, I am expecting a run up to this 94, 95K level. That's what I would be doing. Or that's what I'm seeing, sorry. Let's go over to the crypto bubbles. Let's have a look at what's going on across the market, guys. Look at this. Algorand, KASPA, Myria pumping nicely. You love to see it. What else do we got pumping over here? HBAR, 41.5%. Taraxa, 32.4%. Ondo's pumping. We got some Ondo updates today on the stream. Trios is pumping. I mean, Casper's having a pullback, but listen, Casper jumped up like 200% yesterday. So it's understandable how it's having a bit of a correction. People are taking profits off the table. HBAR is up to 14 cents, guys. 14 cents. I love it when HBAR runs. I got into HBAR at 3 cents. And then the last time HBAR ran up to 19 cents, I definitely took my profits, and then I rolled those profits into something else. But then I got back into HBAR at about 4 cents when we came back down. So absolutely amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Okay. What else do we have? Let's see what we got going on. All right, so a little bit more from Charles Hoskinson. He says we can add amazing DeFi components to XRP. They can add liquidity and a wonderful stablecoin. So there's a lot. I've talked a lot, guys, especially over on the Patreon about acquisitions and mergers that are going to be coming over to crypto. We see it a lot in the stock market. We haven't had the ability to see it often in crypto yet because of a lack of regulations and stuff like that. But this is going to be a game changer now. We saw one merger between ASI, right? So Ocean, FET, and Singularity Net into ASI token. So we're going to start to see, in my opinion, more of these kind of mergers and acquisitions. I love that I'm seeing Ripple working with or starting to work with Cardano and HBAR a lot. This is massive stuff, guys.
On what level do you see Cardano and XRP working together? I think we can add amazing DeFi components to XRP. I think they can add a lot of liquidity, and they can add a wonderful stablecoin layer. Bridges, definitely. And it would be super cool to see if there's a path to get Midnight working with XRP. So we're meeting with David Schwartz here in a little bit. I've been texting him back and forth. His people are talking to my people. I sent him over some of our papers as well as the code for Midnight. And we'll see where that goes. But again, they're nice people, and I've known them forever. And it's nice to have them back in the family. And we're going to figure this out as a group. On what level?
Charles Hoskinson and David Schwartz, putting these two geniuses together in the same room. Let's make something happen between these two companies. That would be absolutely amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. We got more bullish news out of the Pump administration here. Donald Pump to meet privately with Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and expected to discuss appointments. Very, very bullish, as per the Wall Street Journal. So, Coinbase CEO meeting with Donald Pump. You love to see that, guys. We got a little bit here from Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor explains why Bitcoin is the greatest money of all time.
Bitcoin is the first perfect money, in the history of the human race. I spend my copious free time reading economic history, and I've read thousands of years of economic history and tens of thousands of pages, and it's one chaotic, disaster train wreck of we used seashells, we used bales of tobacco, we used silver and gold, and we clipped the coins, and we had bimetallism and it crashed, and we had fiat currency, and we had a debt crisis, and no one ever had a money that was not defective. I mean, I can show you examples of monetary crashes every 30 years for the past 3,000 years in every single culture. And Satoshi comes along for the first time and says, oh yeah, here's money, it's not broken. And it's so profound. It's like, you look at this water, you sit down at a table and the poor person thinks, oh, I got to drink water. And the rich person wants to drink $1,000 bottle of champagne or wine or something. But for 100,000 years, humans didn't have clean water. Right? And if you read the history of civilization, people are dying in their 30s and 40s and 20s because the water's dirty, because they're getting infected. If you were Henry VIII, you didn't have clean water. The reason they all had gout is they had to drink wine with alcohol in it, and they ended up with degradation of their limbs because they didn't have clean water. So we only have clean water, clean air, clean food that doesn't kill us. We only have it for the past 100 years. We had dirty money from 3 million BC all the way up to January 3rd, 2009. We have dirty money, and there's one guy that actually finally gives us clean money, non-toxic. It does not kill us. So is it spiritual? Yeah, it's spiritual. It's like, what happens when I inject poison and toxic into the veins of my kids? They're dying. It's like forcible chemotherapy to a 12-year-old athlete. That's the problem. All these companies have a useful life expectancy of 10 to 15 years. You know why? Because the capital is toxic, because the money that they capitalize on is toxic, it's sucking the life out of them. Satoshi comes along and he gives you non-toxic money. And who else did it before him? Nobody. So you got to actually hold with reverence the person that actually gave the human race the first clean, perfected money. And you look after that point, you're like, oh man, like we're not dying anymore. Infant mortality rate's 40% before clean water. It's like 4 out of 10 of your kids are going to drop dead, and I give you clean water, and I say, take this, it won't kill them. And you're like, well, what? So the point is, it's a pretty profound paradigm shift. And it's for those of us who are maximalist, that actually believe Bitcoin is an ethical imperative. It's an instrument of economic empowerment. We're just very protective of Satoshi. We don't like what anybody pokes at Satoshi, right?
Is that pretty common in this space? Is that pretty common in folks in Bitcoin who are influencers like yourself, that they have a similar feeling?
The maximalists, yeah.
The maximalists.
Yeah, like I said, it's like 10 hours and you're a trader, 100 hours you're an investor, 1,000 hours you're a maximalist. You think it's an instrument of economic empowerment. It's an ethical imperative for 8 billion people. So, like, for example, you think the world's better with electricity?
Sure.
What if I took your family? I took away electricity, clean water, clean air, clean food, and metal. Do you feel like you've been ripped back to the Stone Age? Like maybe Stone Age? Yeah. Would you be angry about it? So what if I turn around? Now, what if I said the opposite, which is, I don't think you should have those things. What if I said, I don't think you should have clean air, clean food, or steel, or glass? What if or internal combustion engine? I'm going to take away your car. Would you not be a little bit angry at me? A little bit irritated? A little bit irked? I'm going to pass a law taking away your rights to electricity and glass and airplanes, right, from your family and all your friends. And you're like, what the heck are you talking about? Okay, that's how we feel about Bitcoin. When we that's how we feel about money, or in this case, about digital money, perfected digital money. We're like, you're going to take that away from people? Or if you said to me, if I said, you know, I got this idea for your kids. We're going to give them clean food and clean water in their first 5 years. And then another friend of mine says, not really important. You don't need that. It's like, oh, we're just going to give you half, like, you know, swamp water, and we're going to have them eat mud. And that's okay too. We're going to diversify, you know? And I'm like, don't feed your kids mud, and don't give them swamp water. And by the way, they're going to, you know, and here's antibiotics. You know, you don't need antibiotics. You know, they're going to die without the antibiotics. Like, no, it's not a big deal. The point is, yeah, we get worked up about it because we see it's like critical technology, and you're not going to move the human race forward in the next millennium without electricity, without digital energy, right? Bitcoin is digital energy, just like you had electrical energy, just like you had, it's just like, you know, if we took away crude oil right now, 95% of the people on Earth would starve to death or freeze to death. The world comes to a grinding halt. So when people actually attack oil, or they attack nuclear power, or they attack electricity, you think, like, you just must hate humanity. And when you attack Bitcoin, you're attacking digital energy, right? And you must just hate humanity.
This guy hates humanity. Get him, guys. He's so eloquent in his descriptions. It's so funny. All right, what else do we got? Eleanor Tourette. So we got this here. Anna Kelly says, as a reminder, regulations enacted between now and the inauguration will be subject to the Congressional Review Act. The CRA allows Congress to disapprove federal regulations issued by agencies such as the FDIC, SEC, and CFTC. The look back period for the CRA is 60 legislative days. Given the makeup of the House and Senate next year, along with the requirements of only a simple majority vote, the expedited rules for floor consideration under the CRA suggest that disapproving any controversial midnight regulation would be easy. Additionally, any regulation that is disapproved under the CRA would be very difficult to reintroduce, as it would need to be substantially different from the original CRA ruled. Eleanor Tourette says, caveat, nothing would stop a midnight lawsuit by any of these agencies on their way out the door, i.e. Ripple in 2020. Lawsuits aren't subject to the Congressional Review Act. So the SEC cannot come in and make any kind of new rules or anything like that to try to screw over the industry, but Gary can still file a whole crap load of new lawsuits before he walks out the door. So we should like take a poll here, guys. Who thinks, I'm going to put a poll up, okay? Give me a second. Let's put a poll in the chat. I want to know what you guys think here. Start a poll. Here we go. Will Gary file another big lawsuit as he walks out the door like Jay Clayton did? What do you guys think? Will Gary Gensler file another big lawsuit against any crypto firm as he walks out the door of the SEC like Jay Clayton did? Let me know what you guys think. I'm putting the poll up now. I want to know what you guys think about that. I think he will. Because he is a very vindictive little man. So let me know by your votes, guys. All right, what else do we got? A little bit of JASMY news here. Check this out. So Saya1K says JASMY is being labeled the late mover, and there are multiple catalysts that begin our bullish run. Number one, the Innovation Zone update. Number two, updates. Wouldn't it be perfect timing if January 1st, JASMY was removed from the Innovation Zone? All of this year, people were upset it didn't get removed, and then it gets removed right before altcoin season starts to kick off. That would be phenomenal. Update on Panasonic collaboration. We still have the announcement of the platform that Panasonic and Junction have been working together on since March. That announcement has to come out still, that platform is ready, connecting all of Panasonic's IoT devices to Junction's network so that Junction can begin and the PDL can begin to accumulate data via the Panasonic IoT devices, right? Japanese taxation amendments for crypto, that's coming still. We forgot about that, didn't we, guys? The PDL implementation amongst exchanges, so that's coming as well. It will start with Japanese exchanges. A big one would be Binance Japan. That would be huge. And the Super Wallet coming, guys. Now, I did a video earlier today talking about how JASMY is going to be the ultimate passive income crypto project, in my opinion. So definitely go check that out. And one of the reasons is the staking on the JASMY Super Wallet. So definitely check it out, guys. You want to be in the know. You want to be in the know, man. What else do we got? Just in, BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF IBIT did $3 billion in trading volume today, and options trading is expected to launch tomorrow. Now, I'm going to get a little bit deeper into that. The options part of it, guys, that's coming up. Here we go. Let's piggyback off of that right now. So options trading for spot Bitcoin ETFs is set to begin this week, which is actually tomorrow, starting with BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust on the NASDAQ. This move, approved by the SEC in September, paves the way for other ETFs to follow shortly. The introduction of options is expected to attract substantial institutional interest, leading to increased market liquidity and potentially driving significant capital flows into the crypto sector. This could amplify price activity and solidify crypto presence in the mainstream finance. Guys, this could send Bitcoin over the next week or 2, 3 weeks into the freaking stratosphere. This could be the catalyst that helps Bitcoin smash through 100K, okay? The spot ETF is getting listed on the NASDAQ tomorrow, guys. Huge. I cannot stress how huge that is. That's what she said. All right, what else do we got going on here? All right, let's get into one of these articles. Let's get into the HBAR news, guys. SpaceX and HBAR. Courtesy of All In Crypto, one of my favorite YouTube crypto channels, the blockchain revolution reaching space. In an exciting development that bridges cutting-edge blockchain technology with space exploration, SpaceX and Hedera Hashgraph HBAR are rumored to be collaborating on a groundbreaking initiative. This partnership reportedly involves a satellite launch in partnership with WiseKey, a cybersecurity and IoT innovation leader. Maybe JASMY's involved. Set to deploy Hedera's decentralized ledger technology into orbit. While initially considered speculative, these claims are rooted in tangible projects that highlight the potential of Hedera's technology in space-based applications. The speculation stems from an individual on social media who claims insider knowledge of Hedera's involvement in SpaceX, citing plans to integrate the blockchain platform into the satellite mission. Although the rumor sparked widespread skepticism, credible announcements from WiseKey supported key elements of this story. WiseKey's Sealcoin project, powered by Hedera Hashgraph, aims to facilitate machine-to-machine transactions through satellite-enabled IoT connectivity. WiseKey, in partnership with SpaceX, plans to launch a next-generation satellite in January of 2025. This satellite is part of the WiseKey broader mission to enhance IoT connectivity, climate change monitoring, and European satellite independence. Leveraging Hedera's blockchain capabilities, this initiative uses low-orbit satellites equipped with sealcoin technology to facilitate secure data transmissions and autonomous transactions between IoT devices. Here's DLT. Hedera's DLT is at the core of this initiative, offering unique advantages over traditional blockchain solutions. The integration of Hedera with satellites marks a significant milestone, potentially making it the first blockchain technology to operate in space. This positions Hedera as a leader in futuristic applications, from smart city solutions to decentralized IoT networks. IoT connectivity. The Seal Coin project demonstrates the immense potential of blockchain-enabled IoT, for example, shipping and logistics, EV charging networks, and smart agriculture. The partnership underscores the role of blockchain in decentralization. Deploying Hedera in space reinforces its commitment to a distributed network that extends beyond Earth, paving the way for decentralized infrastructure supporting applications in space exploration and colonization. Send me to the moon. The collaboration between SpaceX, WiseKey, and Hedera Hashgraph is not just advancing blockchain technology, it reflects a shift towards futuristic systems where IoT, blockchain, and space technology coverage. Hedera's role in this venture could set precedent for new decentralized technologies are utilized in space-based applications. In conclusion, the rumored collaboration between SpaceX and Hedera Hashgraph is no longer just a whisper in the blockchain community. It's a tangible step toward a future where decentralized technologies extend to the stars. With WiseKey's Sealcoin initiative leading the charge, this partnership could redefine how IoT, blockchain, and space technology intersect, unlocking endless possibilities for innovation. You think the JASMY's not going to get involved in this in some way, shape, or form? Give your head a shake, my friend. What else do we got here? All right. The Digital Chamber, guys. Today, the Digital Chamber sent a letter to Governor Kathy Hochul, urging her to sign S8 136A, establishing the New York Cryptocurrency and Blockchain Study Task Force. This bill is key to fostering innovation, protecting consumers, and ensuring New York leads the digital economy. New York City and the state turning bullish on blockchain technology. Write that down. PayPal USD, PYUSD is coming to Ondo Finance. We are excited to announce that Ondo Finance, a pioneer in the tokenization of real-world assets, will enable 24/7 conversions between Ondo, OUSG, and PYUSD. There you go, guys. We all know that Ondo is also facilitating the transactions between BIDL and USDC. So Ondo really stepping up and becoming a big player in finance, guys. You absolutely love to see that. You love to see it. What do we got here? A little bit of a video from Altcoin Daily. President-elect Donald Trump, DJT, in talks to buy a crypto trading platform. Yes, that's right. Donald Trump is going to own a crypto platform.
Crypto news that's just breaking. Kate Rooney has that for us. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Mike. So we've got a couple of crypto headlines here. I'm going to start first with a report here from the Financial Times that Donald Trump's social media company is in advanced talks to buy Bakkt. That is a crypto trading venue owned by the Intercontinental Exchange. That's the New York Stock Exchange parent company. As Truth Social does look to expand beyond online conversations. Again, this is according to the FT. The media group here is owned by President-elect Donald Trump, and according to this report, is closing in on an all-share purchase of that crypto exchange. They're citing two people familiar with those talks. We've reached out to both companies, but you can see shares of Trump Media up more than 8%, and then Backed was up as much as 40%, but is now halted for volatility. And then separately, Wall Street Journal now reporting that President-elect Trump is meeting with the CEO of crypto exchange Coinbase. That is Brian Armstrong, the Journal here citing people familiar with the matter. They are expected, according to this report, to discuss personal appointments to his second administration. Trump has been an avid backer of crypto. He's showed up at some of these crypto conferences and is, according to this report, talking to Brian Armstrong about the SEC commissioner. In particular, Armstrong has backed publicly Hester Pierce as a potential SEC commissioner, Mike. But a couple headlines to bring you there. We don't see the shares of Coinbase moving on that, but anyway, back to you.
And well, we do have
Trump gonna own a crypto exchange and sitting down with Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. Guys, remember before he dominated the election and they were saying he's not going to follow through on his promises to crypto. Au contraire, mon frère. I respectfully disagree. A little bit of Algorand update for you here, guys. Over 70 million people use Brave browser monthly. Over 70 million people will be finding out about Algorand. Absolutely love it. They now know the answer to can a blockchain do that? I love that. I love that. Algorand getting some awareness, guys, through the Brave browser. This I just thought was absolutely hilarious, guys. Check this out. Financial advisors, S&P 500, Bitcoin. Watch this over the course of 14 years. Watch the growth between the two of them. I have to mute it. Holy smokes. S&P 500 or Bitcoin? What's the right choice here, guys? What is the right choice? Holy crap. 13 years, 14 years. That is one hell of a percent. Yes, that is why crypto. That is why crypto. All right, check this out, guys. From Base, imagine losing 8% just for converting one fiat to another. Look at this, guys.
If I was going to get the best possible rate, not from you guys, but from someone else, what would it be? It's a big space. I know, but I'm not negotiating. I'm just curious. Rupee, $2. 84. Yes. And then I'm getting 79 here. 78.65. So I'm paying 8% for my $10 swap. If it was $100 and I was paying 8%, that means a $100 conversion, I would lose $8. That's crazy. They're full KYCing me because I guess this is what you need to do to swap $10. Oh, I need you to do my signature too. Where do I sign? Other signature, 2 signatures. Need the paper invoice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So we got 650 rupees for $10 at a 8% loss.
Holy crap, man. That's why crypto, guys. That is why crypto. We got another video here from Michael Saylor. Explains the significance of the U.S. adopting a strategic Bitcoin reserve and how it will impact the world. Check it out.
The U.S. dollar is great as currency. It's not great as capital. All the Bitcoiners know this. And so, and money, what is money? Well, money is fungible, a fungible liquid asset. Well, the problem, why is real estate can't be money? Because you can't buy a cup of coffee with a building in London, right? A building's not money.
Right.
It is capital. It's a liquid, non-fungible capital. How about a share of Apple stock? Is it money? Not really. It's fungible capital. Nvidia stock, Apple stock's fungible capital, but it's not real. You can't like buy a cup of coffee on Saturday morning with your Apple stock. So capital assets in the 20th century aren't money. Currency is money, but currency is not a good capital asset. Post Satoshi, all of a sudden we have a money which is a capital asset, which is Bitcoin. And now the significance of what's going on with the strategic Bitcoin reserve is the United States is going to own the world's reserve capital network, Bitcoin. We're going to mine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin miners run the World Reserve Capital Network. Bitcoin holders own the World Reserve Capital. If you want a prescription for prosperity in the 21st century, there's no better prescription than to own the world's reserve capital, run the world's reserve capital network, benefit from the growth of the world's reserve capital asset. And the logic from the United States point of view is we already run the world reserve currency. Now we'll own the world's reserve capital network. If people ever recapitalize their sovereign debt with Bitcoin, it will be a benefit to the American people, the American corporations, the American way of life, the American ideology, and it's a way out. Like we talked about, Natalie, we've talked about the despair of the working class that can't get ahead, and the hope that Bitcoin brings to the working class. An individual or family can buy Bitcoin. Oftentimes, we don't really empathize with the despair of a corporation or the despair of the bank. Sometimes we don't really empathize with them. But what about the despair of a bank, which is capitalized on a collapsing asset capital? What about the despair of a corporation? 1% of the companies in the S&P 500 make all the money. The others work hard. When I found Bitcoin, I was in despair. I had worked for a decade. I had spent 20,000 man years attempting to do everything under the sun. I could not get ahead.
Right.
And I was the same me. I wasn't stupid, right? You look at me and say, well, this is Michael Saylor worked as hard as he could for a decade and could not get ahead, right? And the most pernicious thing you can do to someone is you make them think that they're just not smart enough. And the reason they're failing is because they're not smart and they don't work hard enough. And then you realize, no, the system is rigged against you. Yep. So what does this mean? What does the strategic Bitcoin reserve mean? It means that Bitcoin is hope for the people, but it means that once the United States embraces Bitcoin as the world's reserve capital network, and it builds that strategic Bitcoin reserve, the path is open for corporations in the United States to recapitalize on Bitcoin. And the path is open for banks to recapitalize on Bitcoin. And now corporations don't have to die. Banks don't have to die. Institutions are already off the hook. Individuals are already off the hook. For an endowment and for a family and for a private company, it's your choice if you choose the asset which is going up 60% a year or the asset which is going down 6% a year. That's your choice. But it was never a choice for the banks in the US. It was never a choice for operating companies in the US. And so what Senator Lummis is doing is really much more profound than we're going to buy some Bitcoin. What she is doing is she is laying the ethical, economic, technical foundation to revitalize the banking system in the US and in the world, all the public companies in the US and then the world, all of the institutions. And she's spreading the American way of life, the American ideology. And what will first happen is America will do it, but eventually every other country in the world, in Europe, in South America, in the Middle East, they will all look at what we're doing and they will follow us in the same way that, when we started building airports and airplanes, they followed us. And when we started embracing electricity, they followed us. And when John D. Rockefeller started, creating gasoline and kerosene, the world wanted to buy it. And the world wanted to buy Henry Ford's automobiles. They're going to want Bitcoin and they're going to want digital capital. And this is really, it's a pivotal moment in the history of the world. I mean, the Trump, Vance, Musk movement, when we made this choice, are we going to embrace technology and Starlink and electric vehicles and entrepreneurship? Are we going to give the people their freedom back? Are we going to embrace innovation? right? That choice that took place on Tuesday, November 5th, that catapulted us into a whole new world of possibilities, and that made the strategic Bitcoin reserve possible, and that made the recapitalization of the world on sound economic, ethical, and engineering principles possible.
I don't think a lot of people realize what he's trying to get across there. He's absolutely right, guys. It did propel us into a whole new world of possibilities, guys. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. All right, what else do we got? Metaplanet. Metaplanet's plan 11.3 million bonds issuance to expand Bitcoin portfolio. In a bid to grow its Bitcoin portfolio, Tokyo-listed Metaplanet has announced a new debt issuance during the board of directors meeting held on November 18th. So they're copying Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy here. The filing shows that the company plans to sell 1-year ordinary bonds worth 1.75 billion yen, $11.3 million, with an annual interest rate of 0.36%. The entire amount raised will be allocated to Bitcoin purchases. According to the official document, the bonds are structured within a 1-year maturity with redemption set for November 17th, 2025 at their full face value of 100 yen per 100 denomination. The drawdown is scheduled to occur immediately after the completion of all guarantees and collateral arrangements. The proceeds from this bond issuance are specifically earmarked for purchasing Bitcoin, a move that aligns with the company's strategy to ramp up its cryptocurrency reserves. Metaplanet has closely followed the footsteps of business intelligence company MicroStrategy by implementing the financial approach centered around investments in Bitcoin. The firm began acquiring BTC in April of 2024 as a hedge against the instability of the yen and concerns over Japan's debt situation. To date, Metaplanet owns 1,018 BTC, currently valued at approximately $93 million. As per data compiled by Bitcoin treasuries, it also leverages options trading to further grow its cryptocurrency holdings. The Japanese investment firm Bitcoin Stash still pales in comparison to MicroStrategy's, as a latter recently boosted its holdings by 51,780 Bitcoin, bringing its total to 331,200 Bitcoin. The business intelligence giant remains the largest corporate Bitcoin holder by a significant margin. Other companies are copying the strategy, guys, and honestly, at this point, I would do the exact same thing. All right. Anthony Popliano says companies are front-running countries to acquire Bitcoin because there are only 21 million available, which is a falsehood, guys. There is not 21 million Bitcoin available. There's actually suspected 20% of the total amount of Bitcoin are lost forever, which brings 20% from 21 brings us down to about 16,800 Bitcoin. Period. End of story. Not 21. So you see this morning, MicroStrategy bought another 51,780 Bitcoin. Mara announced 700 million converted to acquire more Bitcoin. Semler Scientific raises 21 million ATM and requires 215 Bitcoin. And Metaplanet did the same, which I just covered to you. The corporate Bitcoin race is heating up, guys. And I say this, I talk about this over on the Patreon all the time. The supply of Bitcoin is running out extremely fast. You can think that I'm crazy, but following up on that, Semler Scientific expands Bitcoin holdings significantly. In a bold move, Semler Scientific has significantly bolstered its Bitcoin acquisition strategy by purchasing 215 Bitcoin for $17.7 million. This transaction occurred between November 6th and November 15th, reflecting the company's commitment to expanding its cryptocurrency portfolio. With this latest acquisition, Semler Scientific's total Bitcoin holdings now stand at 1,273 BTC, The company initiated its Bitcoin purchasing journey earlier in May when it invested $40 million, leading to a current yield of 73.3%. Notably, from the start of October to mid-November, the Bitcoin yield peaked at 18.9%, highlighting the profitability of their investments. Semler Scientific is not alone in its Bitcoin strategy. Companies like MicroStrategy and MetaPlanet are also ramping up their acquisitions. MicroStrategy has amassed 51,780 BTC at a cost of $4.6 billion, while MetaPlanet is looking to raise $11.3 million through bonds for future Bitcoin purchases. Market experts attribute the rising prices of Bitcoin to the growing interest in institutional players. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at $90,411. It's actually up to $91,230 with a slight increase of 1.2% in the past 24 hours. The ongoing volatility in the market suggests the strategic acquisition by firms like Semler Scientific can have a positive impact on the overall market trends. Very, very, you guys see what I'm saying here? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Michael Vandepop says it's great to see those runs on altcoins, but it's literally just getting started. What to do, he says. Position yourself wisely into altcoins that have not moved yet. Hold them for the coming months. Add on substantial dips and enjoy the ride. The last step is the most important, guys. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab a cup of green tea, go do some bench press, whatever it is you got to do. Just enjoy the next couple of months. Do not drive yourself crazy. What else do we got here? CoinMarketCap is hinting at a KASPA integration into the Web3 with Binance wallets. CoinMarketCap is a Binance product. Yes, Binance does actually own CoinMarketCap. So are we about to see a KASPA listing on Binance, guys? We just saw Kraken go live with KASPA today. Are we about to see Binance steal their thunder? Methinks yes, probably. All right, so what do we got? Genius Group kicks off Bitcoin treasury play with 10 million in BTC. Artificial intelligence firm Genius Group has taken the first steps to turn most of its treasury reserves into Bitcoin, purchasing 110 Bitcoin for $10 million, and wants to teach other firms to do the same. According to a November 18th statement from the firm, it purchased at an average price of $90,932 per Bitcoin, the first in ongoing purchases the company intends to make towards its target. On November 12th, the AI firm said they were committing 90% or more of their current and future reserves to be held in Bitcoin, with an initial target of $120 million. Roger Hamilton, CEO of Genius Group, said that that when they decided to follow MicroStrategy's treasury plan, they didn't have a clear blueprint, so they were launching a podcast on November 19th to help others consider Bitcoin as a treasury reserve. Quote, when Genius Group decided to adopt MicroStrategy's Bitcoin treasury plan, there was no clear guidance available for companies to easily follow, he said. Genius Group, GNS, stock price has experienced a slight uptick since the initial announcement to adopt Bitcoin. Its shares closed November 18th trading session up 22% for the month at 91 cents, according to Google Finance. However, the stock price is still down slightly from $1.05. It hit the next trading session after the announcement, and a far cry from. So it wouldn't be, guys, listen, not financial advice, but listen, this is the kind of little, I'm going to give you a little gem here that we give over on the Patreon, okay? It might not be a terrible idea, actually, to pick up some stock in Genius Group, since they are putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets, and they are down significantly from their $5 high. They're down at 91 cents. I would not be shocked inside of 12 months to see this stock trading somewhere around $3 to $6 if they continue to add Bitcoin to their balance sheets. MicroStrategy's market cap went from 1 billion to about 52 billion since 2019, simply because they've been putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets. So you do the math on that. The company also flagged plans to raise $1.75 billion to buy more Bitcoin from senior convertible notes at 0% interest. Other firms have also seized on the Bitcoin reserve idea this year. On November 18th, Tech Solution, Semler. We talked about Semler already, and we also talked about MetaPlanet. So do you see a pattern here, guys, developing with these companies? Just like I've been saying all along, we're seeing mass adoption of crypto, guys. Bitcoin is being put on balance sheets across the globe for these companies, and they're front running the governments because the governments are trying to get it as a reserve asset, right? XRP now achieves highest weekly close in 3 years. XRP now achieved, we already read that part. It has achieved its highest weekly close in 3 years, driven by a surge in bullish momentum within the XRP ledger ecosystem. Between a broader market consolidation following Bitcoin's rise above $93,000, XRP distinguished itself by climbing 105% over the past week to surpass the $1 mark. The significant upswing allowed XRP to reclaim its position ahead of Dogecoin in the cryptocurrency rankings. Currently, XRP holds a market cap exceeding $65 billion, marking its largest value in 3 years. Market analysts, cryptos, highlighted this milestone on social media, noting that XRP reached its highest weekly close since 2021. Just a week ago, XRP was trading around 50 cents, but gained traction due to the positive macroeconomic factors, breaking through multi-year resistance levels to hit a weekly high of $1.26 on November 16th before closing at $1.0545. XRP's recent performance has boosted its monthly and yearly gains to 116% and 97% respectively, making it the top performer among the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the past week. Looking ahead, discussions about potential price targets for XRP are gaining momentum. Analyst Egrad Crypto has suggested a bold target of $17 based on the bench fork theory, while other analysts, Stephis Crypto, forecasts a target of $14, citing tightening Bollinger Bands and XRP's correlation with global liquidity. Other analysts propose targets of $5, $8, and $11, driven by optimistic regulatory developments in the U.S. and the potential resolution to the Ripple case with the SEC. As of now, XRP is trading at $1.12, reflecting a 14% increase in the last 24 hours. You love to see it, guys. You love to see it. Let's get back over to that Bitcoin chart. Boom. All right, let's get into the chat, see what everybody's talking about here. Guys, as always, please, please, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button, help a brother out. Who has 2 thumbs and needs more subscribers? This guy. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button. William, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man, as always. Venom, when JASMY Lambo? Yes, that is indeed the question, my friend. When Lambo? Holmes in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Damn, those Panthers are leading the Atlantic Division, but my Leafs are only 1 point behind, brother. Can you smell it? Rob, do you think JASMY will hit their KPI goals by 2026? No, I do not. I think they'll come close to it, maybe around to 2028, 2029 bull run. Bruno, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. GT's in the house. What's up, man? Funky's in the house. What's up, brother? Yamaha, hey, Rob, what do you think of this wild goat? Okay, so I already looked at wild goat for you. JASMY is still on course for $17 in 2025. Man, that would be something, eh? Okay, thanks for the info on Wes. Always interested, more information. Actually, Rodney, if you need a fix for XCN tonight, I just finished recording an XCN brand new Onyx Core white paper breakdown. It comes out in about 3 hours. It'll launch. It'll be released in about 3 hours, so you can watch that tonight if you want. It's absolutely fantastic. I also shoot a little bit of technical analysis into it for you. So, dumb money, no apologies necessary. We will be here. We are not going anywhere, my man. We are a family. You got that right, brother. It's all going into XCN. Nice, Yamaha. Nice, brother. I dig it, man. RJ 2010, JASMY is very undervalued for where it is at. This is probably the last time you can buy it at this price. Yes, absolutely. And you know what? People are not going to realize that until it's too late. XCN is XCN an American company? No, Rodney. As of right now, it is not an American company. Magic Power in the house. What's up, man? Jetpack. What's up? Proverbs 16:11. The Lord demands accurate scales and balances. He sets the standards for fairness. The only fair money is Bitcoin. Write that down. Hey, Magic Power. Yes. Beebs, what's up, buddy? I hope you like that little caveat there I threw in for KASPA. Potential Binance listing. I think so. Venom, JASMY has to be involved in SpaceX. Yes, it would have to be. I mean, think of all the IoT devices in there. And who is the leader in IoT technology right now? That would be JASMY. And Ondo is actually not Ondo the project. Ondo, not Ondo, is actually one of the most influential people in the tech industry. So I guarantee you he definitely has had conversations with one Elon Musk. Rebecca, hey Rob, news for Casper. I do not have any updates on Casper at this time. I know it has been running like crazy, but I can look into it for you. Try to incorporate some Casper updates into the next live stream for you, Rebecca. Square Reynolds, I hope I can fed off my future ex-wives from my crypto gains. I don't know, man. I don't know. I doubt it. You know, love is love, brother. Love is love. All right, guys, listen, that is the news. That is the chat. That is the stream. Guys, hit the like and subscribe. Guys, get over to the Patreon. I actually just uploaded today a very, very, very important video about how to be proactive in avoiding issues with your banks when it comes to offloading money from a crypto exchange back to your bank. There have been many, many accounts of banks freezing bank accounts, because 6 figures have been moved from crypto exchanges back over to bank accounts. They will freeze your assets a lot of the time. They will make you jump through a year or two of hoops to get your money. If you want to avoid this kind of thing, guys, be proactive. Get over to the Patreon. I just released a video on how to work with your bank to make sure this does not happen to you. Among other things, guys, we also talk about DeFi staking, passive income, operating nodes, all that kind of fun stuff and more. Staking, how to create an exit strategy, how to take your profits, how to roll profits into other projects, all that stuff and more, guys. You can also schedule one-on-ones with me, and we also do group Zoom calls over there as well every day. By the way, guys, I will actually be live over on the Patreon in about 20 minutes. So if you want to get over there and get the special Patreon content where I'll be live over there, the link is in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock p.m. Central, 8 o'clock p.m. Central, 2 live streams a day, 7 days a week. Deuces.